Yeah, it's your boy Polo the Swag King, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Polo's POV. If you thought about it, we probably go talk about it. Life, love, and all the above. And now that you know what type of party it is, let me stop with all the shucking and jiving and come on with the come on. How y'all doing out there, man? How you feeling? I know, man, I'm feeling good, blessed. Man, life good. I can't complain. Man, I hope you feeling the same. So what's been up with y'all, bro? Man, you think I'm lying? They hit me up, say, hey, bro, the audience waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep them waiting. It's time to drop another episode. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, man. I ain't going to lie. I really didn't feel like it, man. I feel like this foul weather, man, got me feeling like just sipping on a little something, chilling, laying back. You know what I'm saying? Outside, you know, when the sun half going down, it ain't too cold, it ain't too hot. That what kind of mood I been in. Or as some of the older people say, man, this is liquor season. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just being real. Man, just off the top of my head, you know what I'm saying? It's been a second or so. I want to talk about my dog, Bozzy, man. Bozzy a good house dog. She's a Yorkie Poo. I think she's actually a teacup Yorkie Poo. And man, this motherfucker know what I'm finna do before I do. You know what I'm saying? She sit there and watch me, and I gotta fake her out. Like, just to come in here and record, I gotta fake her out because I don't really want her in the room with me because she hears someone do something, she might interrupt the podcast, you know, barking or, you know, I don't know. She'll get to fucking with me or something. I don't know. So I don't really want her in the same room that I'm recording in. But like I said, I got to fake her out because she'll sit there and watch me. And if I make one move this way, she'll beat me to any room I go to. Like, she was like, yeah, nigga, I know you want to sit right here. Just go and sit down so I can, you know what I'm saying, do what I got to do. Or, you know, yeah, I know it's about time you come lay down. So she'll wait beside the bed or something like that. But what I can't figure out is if a dog this smart, what's wrong with some of these humans? That's man, cause I swear I be around some people that do some dumb shit. Like, you'll say, like, why would the fuck would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Y'all know how I like to bounce around. I like to talk about family. You know what the slogan in the beginning is: life, love, and all the above. You know what I'm talking about? But right now, off the bat, I want to talk about Mattel. You know, they're the same people that make Barbie and all that. Barbie's pretty popular and everything. But they're going to make a Madam C.J. Walker doll. And if you're not familiar with that, she was the black woman that, she was the first black female millionaire. She created the hot comb and a lot of other hair care products. But I think it's pretty cool for Mattel to make a doll in her likeness, you know, so shout out to Mattel. And now, on the flip side of this, I'm talking about, whoa. Y'all remember the Mega Millions, right? The 1 point, it was 1 point something billion with a B. It was over $1 billion. You know, you could have took that out with 29 years, or most people go take the 780 mil up front. 780 of them things. But as far as my information, or as far as I know, ain't nobody claimed the ticket yet. They know it was in Illinois. They know it was sold in Illinois, but for right now, as far as I know, ain't nobody claimed the ticket. But now, if I'm wrong on that and you know something about that, you can feel free to inform me at MarcoPolo2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, or Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. But I ain't gonna lie to you, if I had that motherfucking ticket, y'all probably wouldn't even be listening to me right now. I'm just be real with you. I don't know, maybe after I get to partying and vacationing and done bought all the shit that probably a whole bunch of shit I really don't need. Because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, life's good, God's good, so I'm pretty straight right now. So it'll probably be a lot of shit I really don't need, you know what I'm saying? But after I get through doing all that, I might do a rich nigga podcast or something. You know, it probably wouldn't even be Polo POV no more. It'd be a rich nigga podcast or some shit like that. I don't know, but I'm keeping it real. But or maybe they just, I don't know. Motherfucker might not even know they got it. Or they might have thrown that bitch away. It happens. Oh, I didn't win. Boom. Throw the motherfucker in the damn trash. Now you gotta go tear a whole dumpster up. But for 780 mil, man, I'm turning the dumpster up, the dump truck. I'm in the landfill. They're getting trespassing charges. I don't give a fuck. The police go help me when I explain the situation. I said, bro, I think I might have had that $780 million ticket. I'm gonna have them out there with the flashlight while I'm digging or something. We gonna get this together. Like real shit. But anyway, keep it in that region. Missouri, they done started the corporal punishment, or they bringing it back into the school system. I know they did have it down here in Mississippi, where I'm currently living, but they had stopped it. And I'm just curious about what y'all feel about corporal punishment, and that's just a fancy way of them pelling your kids if they fucking up at school. Because me personally, and when I was younger, I was like, okay, cool. My kid fucking up at school, correct him. But at the same time, now as I'm older, you don't know what kind of issues people be having. They might have caught their wife cheating, or motherfucker might have erectile dysfunction. They might have some other issues going on. And here they is with a piece of wood or a piece of fiberglass swinging on your kid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how. I think I'm more along the fence of you call me and let me handle that. Don't put your hands on my fucking kid, bro. That's just how I feel about that. But I'm curious of y'all thoughts and how you feel about it. Because I know when I was growing up, now this didn't have nothing to do with school, but like when I was growing up, it didn't matter if you was at your auntie house, the neighbor house, whoever, wherever you were fucking up at, that's where you got your ass whooped at. And then when you got back home, you got another ass whooping. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to double up. And your parents was cool with the neighbor, your auntie, or whoever, family members or whatever, whooping your ass if you was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about a school teacher that don't, you know what I'm saying, on my child. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. And once again, I'm interested in y'all opinions and comments at Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, and Polo DA Swag King 1 on Twitter. And then Mattel was making the dive for C.J. Walker. How about another strong black woman, Serena Williams? She retired from tennis. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard about that. She had a good run. I think she beat the number 2 in the world or something like that. And she was playing doubles with her sister, Venus, which a lot of people overlook because of Serena. But Venus is a pretty damn good tennis player too. But she had 23 Grand Slams. Serena now. She had 23 Grand Slams, 14 doubles. I'm assuming that might have been with her sister. And but she said she's just giving it up. She got some other shit she got to do. She's getting older. She's got a kid. Just some other shit. But shout out to Serena Williams. She the reason why people start back watching tennis. You know, her and the Tiafoe guy, I believe he was like he went to the, what was that, the French Open or U.S. Open, one of the Opens, and he went to the finals or semifinals, and he was the first person to do that since Arthur Ashe, which was back in, I want to say, the 70s. Y'all don't quote me on that, but it was a long fucking time. But yeah, Francis Tiafoe. Yeah, he went to the semifinals of the French Open. It was the French Open, y'all. And he's the first black guy to do that since the 70s. So, but Serena, I got a little off topic, but back with Serena, she did bring out a lot of crowds. I think that was like the biggest crowds they've seen ever, really, at the Opens. People just come to see her make her final run. A lot of people was hoping she won it, but let's just be real. She great. But that age catch up with everybody. I mean, look at LeBron. LeBron, I ain't taking nothing from LeBron. I ain't saying LeBron ain't got it no more. But LeBron now ain't the LeBron then, if you feel what I'm saying. Cleveland, Miami, LeBron ain't LA LeBron. And I might catch some heat about that, but I'm just telling the truth. Because them young niggas running circles around. They treat him like he ain't LeBron. They treat him like he ain't King James. They treat him like he Prince James. They don't give a fuck. They getting paid million. They ain't getting paid much as him. Hell now. And they might not have a legacy like him. But as far as physical attributes to the winning the game, these young niggas ain't got no respect for nobody. Nobody. Not even LeBron. But moving right along. This story, it's been happening a while, and I actually think they done cleared it up. But I just wanted to bring it up for the simple fact Jackson is like the major city in Mississippi. And somehow or another, the water system got fucked up, and people was out of water for a minute, and the plant was down. It was a mess. And then you had old Deion Sanders, old Jackson done been through worse. We can make it through this. And, and they might be right, but it's just, like I said, it's Polo's POV. These are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries this podcast. But I feel like that's easy for you to say. You're a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking that situation for you might not be as rough as the same situation for somebody who's not a multimillionaire. And I like Deion. I respect what he's doing at Jackson State. I like Jackson State. So I'm going to just say that, and I'm going to move on. But now, this motherfucker, him, I just don't know what to say. Well, it ain't just one person. It's people. It's a group of people. And I'm going to sum them up, for lack of a better phrase. I'm just summing them up as MAGA or Trump supporters. Now, to me, I don't give a damn if you like Trump. Don't give a damn if you hate him. Me personally, I think the motherfucker very entertaining. Keyword, entertaining. Funniest motherfucker. I think he served better as a comedian. Because he makes me laugh every time he opens his mouth. But some people love him. Some people hate him. It ain't too many people in the middle. So he's the term for that is called polarizing. Polo put y'all on something for the day. It's called polarizing. You either go hate me, you either go love me. There ain't no in between. But anyway, the FBI been receiving death threats because they investigating, or they kicked his door in with Mar-a-Lago, something like that. He wasn't even at home. He was in New York somewhere. They got some civil charges on him up there, but that's another story. I'm sticking with the one at hand. And they got some documents. Some of the documents said top secret or confidential or whatever. They had the red stamp on them, meaning don't nobody supposed to see these motherfuckers. They damn sure don't supposed to be sitting around your fucking, I don't know what it was, penthouse, apartment, condo, let's just say a private residence. Because from my understanding, when these type of documents to be seen, even if you got security, your security can't even walk in the room with you to see these documents. You can't have no smartwatch on, Fitbit, none of that shit. You read the shit, you leave it, and it's like it never happened. They secure the room again. That's how important some of these documents is. Now, I can only imagine what's on these documents, but apparently somebody feel like, yeah, we don't really need a lot of people knowing this shit. So, what make you think you can take them motherfuckers out the White House? I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to make it simple. This Polo now. Polo finna talk to you. Take some paperwork from your job. See how that work out for you. If somebody find out. Let alone some paperwork that says top secret, confidential. Got the red stamp. It don't matter if the red stamp said, read me now. It's got a red fucking stamp on it. And then you trying to tell me the former president of the United States ain't got sense enough to know I don't supposed to take this shit home with me. Unless that motherfucker, they said him, take this home with you. You supposed to load it up your family pictures, your rug, got your dog, your bathrobe, your soap. You ain't got no business taking no confidential documents from the White House. Period. And I don't give a fuck who try to defend that, who try to say, because like I said, there's one thing I know, it's hard to convince a Trump supporter. Right or wrong. It's hard to convince them. And once again, these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. But sometimes people, you just got to open your eyes. The picture's right in front of you. All you got to do is see the show. Open your eyes up wide and see. So I don't know how this going to work out, but I do know this. The feds, if they on your ass, it ain't because they think something going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave that at that. But I want to cross, I take that back. I want to cross it over to this. Let's look at the Breonna Taylor's. They thought her old man was selling dope. No knock warrant. Go in the door. Knock the door down and kill this woman. She innocent in this. Oh, let's leave it at that. You see what I'm saying? See, and then it was, oh, you can't defund the police. That's crazy. That's crazy. But as soon as they kick this man though in and find exactly what they thought was there, you want to defund the FBI. Fuck the police. You done went up the ladder. You went to the FBI. Come on now. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? It's Polo's POV. That's just how I see it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But if you right, you right. You wrong, you wrong. It don't matter who you is. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, definitely gotta shake that off. Speaking of bullshit, we got a teacher shortage, over 300,000. We got openings nationwide. Man, you got to pay these folks. Come on now. And I know some people love kids. They love to teach and educate. You know what I'm saying? I love to inform. But I don't know. I can't be putting them with no bad-ass kid. So you got to pay these folks. We sending all this money over here, over there. We spending money investigating people. Man, pay the children of the future. Somebody sung that. They probably sung that shit better than me. Matter of fact, I know they did. I know for a fact they did. But the kids the future, man. We gonna get old, can't take care of ourselves and shit. We can't have a bunch of uneducated dummies running around here. We got a bunch of dummies already. We can't have an uneducated dummy running around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up. You can't buy a beer, but he can buy an automatic weapon. Come on now. Let's look what's really going on in the world today. In the world, that's old folks. In the world. They don't say world. In the world. Fucked up in the world today. But anyway, speaking of that now, New York ain't playing the radio with you. Man, I know they got open carry. I think Mississippi got open carry and all that. But New York, they just passed the gun-free zone. You can't have a gun on the subway, in Times Square. None of that. I'm talking about for no reason. Which, it seems like a good idea. This is the problem. It seems like a good idea, and it is a good idea. But what about the motherfuckers that ain't abiding by the law? So now you go have 30, 40, 50,000 people with no gun, and you go have 1 or 2 with the gun. And that's the eyes ain't right, because they got a gun and you don't. So, I don't know. I'm going to leave that one alone. That one got it. But, speaking of, we're back on this Trump shit, the January 6th insurrection, that's what they call it. And you already know what I call it. Bunch of crazy motherfuckers listen to Trump thinking they go take over the Capitol building. That's what I call it. And I also find it funny. This man ain't trying to put nothing on nobody's case, get him no lawyer. Cause don't forget now, they was up to him because he said the election was stolen. Don't forget this now. That's the whole reason they went up there. It was under his leadership, or so they thought. They stole the election from him, and they got to fight for it. And I guarantee you he ain't put down a dollar towards nobody's lawyer. And this motherfucker, I'm finna break that down to you. He finna get 10 of them things, plus 3-year probation. I bet you Trump ain't gonna send him not one pack of noodles, no rolls, of they call it cigarettes in jail, no rolls. They might call it something different. Well, he finna go to jail it, you know. But that's crazy, man. I ain't even heard him mention it. You know why? Because he planning on running for president again. He ain't gonna mention it. Because they're gonna bring it back to people for me. Oh, yeah. No motherfuckers. Because somebody died. A couple people died, if I'm not mistaken. They got their feet all up on the podium and desk. And they took a podium and had their feet up on the desk. Okay, if you think somebody stole the election, that's one thing. What you getting out of putting your feet on the desk, or the same. It just didn't make sense. It was like I said, some crazy motherfuckers listening to Trump try to take over the Capitol building. That's all that was. They shouldn't even call it insurrection. They should call it exactly what the fuck I said. But anyway, January 6th police, the guy that hit the Capitol Police with a flagpole, they gave his ass 10 years plus 3 years of supervision. Or basically he got a probation officer for 3 years. Probably got to pay fines and all that. So now you finna sit your dumb ass in jail for 10 fucking years. So good luck. And that's probably gonna be a felony. So guess what? Now your dumb ass can't even vote no more. That's the fuck. Now you can't even vote no more. You're a felon. You have to get that charge back, and then that's assault. That's probably gonna be violent, depending on how they rank up his charges. But if they rank it up as a violent charge, he can't even get it expunged or none of that shit. Like you just stuck with it. You can't own it. Well, I don't know how it is in DC, but in most states, if you convicted of a violent crime, you can't own a firearm, and you can't vote. You lose your rights. And I'm gonna see if my thing is, like I said, I wonder if Trump go help him out of any of this. But I think we both know the answer to that. So, moving right along. Man, Hollywood people got some Hollywood problems. Your boy Tyrese, Fast and the Furious. Sweet lady, would you be mine? Tyrese. I like Tyrese. Tyrese cool than a motherfucker. He real down there. He was. I think he got his big break with the Coca-Cola commercial, if I'm not mistaken. But he ain't getting no break in child support because that man paying like $10,000 a month. Oh. Now apparently he a celebrity. I understand he making the money, but let's be reasonable. And then where his baby mama stay? He keep him. Even in private school, $10,000 a month? Shit. Ooh. I don't even want to think about Publisher Clearinghouse paying that? What is it like? $5,000 a week, sometimes $1,000 a week. But ooh. Gotta watch what you're nutting in, fellas. Gotta watch that shit. Ooh. But once again, these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. And if you want to comment on any thing I reported on or anything I had to say, you can hit me at Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, and Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. But moving right along. Now I ain't gonna lie, this some shit the US might even try, but I don't know if we bigger than Britain or what. Don't give me the line. Y'all can hit me up and let me know about that. But Britain is putting a cap on heating and cooling. $2,800 a year. That's a whole year. That means I don't give a fuck what your light bill is, how you keeping cool in the summer, how you staying warm in the winter. At the end of the year, you ain't gonna be done paid no more than $2,800. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't like that right there. That don't sound bad to me right there. I might retire and go to Britain or something. And other countries are doing experimental stuff like this. I wonder why the U.S. won't try nothing like that. Oh, that's right. They want our fucking money. They the biggest drug dealers and pimps it is. You ain't got to worry about the black man or the Mexicans. It's the fucking government. They balling off you. That's real talk. Speaking of the money, you might complain about your job, but this 2022. But back in 1856, y'all, you get paid $2 a month. That's when you milking cows or working on a farm, and that's your pay, $2 a month. Now I will admit things was cheaper back then, but they had to be real cheap. But a motherfucker can't pay me $2 to do nothing. Not me. I don't know about you and how you feel, but I'd rather do it for free before I do it for $2. That's just me now. That's just how I feel about this shit right there now. But back in 1856, that's how times done changed, and I'm pretty sure eggs wasn't $5-6 a dozen then. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure gas wasn't that high. Because I remember like when I was a teenager, My dad used to have this old Honda Civic, and I think gas was like 99 cents a gallon. And then it looked like grapefruit juice. It was like a pinkish looking color. It wasn't all that clear and corn shit you see now. And this shit, you motherfucking can have a jug 40, 50 feet away. You open that top and you smell it. This gas, you got to down there huff it to get a scent of it. But time changing, I just thought that was just a little fun fact to drop on y'all. You know what I'm talking about. You know how I do. A couple new words have been introduced to the dictionary, like yeet or yeet. I don't know how you. That's some new nigga shit. I tell you that in a minute. That's some new nigga shit. But it's to be like surprised or show your approval. And I'm like, what happened to surprise or approval? But you know how it go. The world changes. You either got to adapt or get rolled over. That's how this thing going out here. And also shrinkflation, which for some reason it just make me think of Shrek or want to say Shrekflation, but it's actually called shrinkflation. And just to simply put it, is they keep the price but cut the volume. And y'all gonna feel me on this if you're old enough or if you paid attention enough. The Whopper. Man, I remember when the Whopper first came out, I couldn't eat a whole. Now I can eat probably 2 of them with some fries. But the price, around about the same, but you definitely ain't getting the Big Mac too. Man, the Big Mac, you can barely hold. I can hold a Big Mac with one hand now. I couldn't do that back in the Gap. I know somebody feel me on that. Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com. Polo _DA_swag_king on Instagram, and Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. Shrinkflation. That's a mouthful there. What would they come? These motherfuckers like Willy Wonka. What would they come up with next? And back in this old Hollywood, well, I wouldn't really call him Hollywood. I like him though. Luke Combs. He's a country singer. Yeah, I listen to country music. And what, motherfucker? Some of the country music be better than some of the other music. Country and pop, alternative. If it's got a good beat and they talking about something, I listen to it. But I can't really do that death metal shit. I can't. That shit right there. I don't understand that one now. Somebody got to break that down. But Luke Combs, the country singer, shout out to him. He said 2 kids, they was baling hay or chopping wood or some shit, saved up $140 to come see him at a concert. And they was holding the sign up and said they had stacked wood to buy their tickets. And they gave him, he gave them the $140 back and then let them come backstage and chill with him. Now that's some real cool shit there. We need more of that in the world. If you got a fan that fuck with you like that, they don't stack wood. Just 2 kids and save the money up just to come see you. So shout out to him. Because a lot of motherfuckers, they wouldn't have gave a fuck. They got your ticket sale money and said, fuck you. But he let them backstage to hang with him and everything. So they probably got a $4,000-$5,000 experience. And I also see another lesson in this story. Working hard still pays off. A lot of people don't believe that these days. Because I work around a bunch of them. But these motherfuckers want everything gave to them. I'm talking about, I don't know what the baby go do. Because these motherfuckers do a lot of crying. Hey, man, can I get that? Hey. What happened to being a grown man? Earning your keep. Like me personally, I don't even like asking. If I need it now, my pride ain't big enough or nothing like that where I won't ask nobody if I absolutely need it. But I take pride in doing my shit myself, getting my own shit. You know why? Because I'm a grown-ass fucking man. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no... If I need it like that, if I can't provide it for myself, ain't nothing wrong with asking when you need it. But then some motherfuckers, they be asking, or they depending on another motherfucker to do it for them. And that's the worst position you could be in as an adult, to be dependent on somebody else. It ain't gonna work out right. Cause as soon as that motherfucker get mad and cut your ass off, you gonna be in the bind. Boz, go lay down. See, I told you, she at the door whimpering. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. But she followed directions very well. She's very well trained. But anyway, I apologize for that, y'all. Now some motherfucking science fiction shit. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I know how I feel about it. Detroit man put a chip in his arm to unlock his car and crank his Tesla. It also unlocks his house and a whole lot of other shit. But here go the thing. He put it in himself. He bought the chip, like $200-$300. He programmed it. And then he went to the tattoo shop or period shop and they put the motherfucker in his hand. So now he wave his hand, unlock his car, crank his car, unlock his house. And which all sounds fine and dandy. Until, I don't know, maybe get in an arm wrestling contest or something. Or motherfucker grab you by the hand and throw you up against the car. I mean, I don't know about that. And then me personally, I did take the vaccine. So, I did take the vaccine and the booster. I did. It's my business. Fuck you if you don't like it. But I don't know about putting a fucking chip in my body, though. And I know that's might be kind of contradicting to some people. But I followed the science on that shit. I listened to Fauci. I did my own research. And I made an educated decision to take the vaccine. But I don't know about just walking around with a chip with all my information in and unlocking shit. I don't know. I'm going to have to say no. Negative Ghost Rider on that one. And I touched on this earlier. But now I'm back on. Oh boy, I don't even want to report this. The $13 billion that was sent to Ukraine from the U.S. Now, don't get me wrong, people. Don't come at me and talk no shit. Okay, I understand you want to help these people. I understand Russia just want to come over there and take their shit. But $13 billion with a B, and we done already been sending them other monies. And just around, like I said, I'm in Mississippi around Hattiesburg. I see homeless people on the street. I see families struggling. I see senior citizens struggling. And it's just in Mississippi. And I understand we are the poorest state. From my understanding, we are the poorest state in the U.S. I just don't understand why we got to send that much money. I understand we want to help them. I get that. And then why we got to do it. Why we can't get the other countries that supposed to be our allies. Hey, man, you pitch in, you pitch in, you pitch in. But this number coming from just us. Move on that one. And the questions or comments, you can hit me up at MarcoPolo2K at iCloud.com. Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram. And Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. And speaking of crazy shit. Speaking of crazy, you might have heard the name Piper Lewis. If you haven't, she got sued for killing her rapist that was sex trafficking. They sued her for like $150,000. I don't even know how this is possible. I feel like when you say raping, sex trafficking, killing kind of go, but suing the victim, I don't even know. It might be more to the story than I've been hearing. So if y'all know any more about that, please hit me up. But here go the flip side of that. Her GoFundMe done raised over $400,000. So not only she gonna pay that $150, she gonna have some more left over, and she should. Like, to me, she the victim. I don't give a damn how it happened or what happened. If somebody is done rape you for one, they done violate you, and then sex trafficking. Come on now. So I don't know all the details to that, but either way, I found that crazy as hell that somebody sued her for the $150,000, and a judge or somebody with authority approved that shit. That just blows my mind. I can't understand that. And these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries this podcast. That's just crazy. But here we go, y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard the Queen of England pass. She had a good run. She done seen a bunch of presidents. And man, y'all got to Google this shit, bro. How much did she own? Man, I'm talking about, it was like the original armor of King George so-and-so. She owned like a shoreline, like the world biggest diamond and art collection of paintings. Like, bro, you got to Google that for yourself. What did the Queen of England own? And I promise you, it's going to blow your mind. I didn't bother doing it because I didn't want to make a list that long. I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little lazy on y'all. I'm gonna do better. But hey, I'm just human. Don't you judge me. You better not judge me now. But anyway, the staff complaining about the new king. And they said he want his shoelaces pressed. He want 1 inch of toothpaste on his toothbrush. They gotta take his toilet seat. I guess they're taking it out the toilet. I don't know. Everywhere he go, when he travel, he gotta have a toilet seat from the house. Take it off and put it on wherever I'm gonna take a shit at or pee or whatever. Then he want his pictures and his furniture there before he get there. So where he sitting at or where he chill at home, let's say he gotta go to New York, wherever he's staying at, they gotta go put his pictures and his furniture and all that shit up. So when he get there, it feels just like home. Now, some people might call that crazy. Some people might call that a little much. But I'm going to ask you this. What the fuck you would do if you were king? There's some crazy shit, don't get me wrong. They say you got to have the velvet toilet tissue. And I'm like, I ain't never wipe my ass. I don't wipe my ass with some good tissue now. I ain't going to buy no bullshit tissue now. 2-ply better. But I don't know. Who the fuck got velvet toilet tissue? They got that shit on Amazon? I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, I want to try meal roll. I might be the same way. But it's kind of like in The Lion King. Remember what Scar said? I'm the king. I do whatever I want. I guess that's how he feel. But I don't know. I ain't. It's fucked up. It's a little crazy. But he the fucking king. I mean, like I said, what would you do if you were king? I don't know. And speaking of that money, I had told my work partner this earlier. I'm going to keep his name. I'm going to ask him if he mind me mentioning his name in this podcast. I try to keep certain people's name out of because I don't want nobody trying to shoot no shots at me or saying, well, you didn't have my permission or you know how that go. And then my podcast blow up and they realize they mentioned it and then it's, oh, yeah, man, anytime, it's all good. You know how that shit go. But anyway, I told him about this shit probably 8-9 months ago. The government is looking to regulate cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all that, and they want to do their own crypto and put it in a central bank. They want to create their own personal crypto and put it in a central bank. This don't surprise me, not at all. It might surprise somebody else, but the crypto game is too wide open. It's like the Wild Wild West. Nobody really fully understands it. Like, I don't think so. If you do, please, Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. But it's so many. I know this. You can have some Bitcoin, Dogecoin, any kind of crypto, and you ain't got to go through a broker to buy a house. You can pay it directly to the person that's selling the house. So to me, that's a good thing. You cut out the middleman. But you might not be buying no house. You feel me? You might be buying 23 tons of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But it's really no regulations on it and no way to really track it. You feel me? And it's just to be real about it. It's too much money going around. And the government ain't got their hands in it. So this don't surprise me at all. And then that's why they looking at ways they can come up with. I'm not saying they're going to do this. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying they're looking at it. They're trying to figure out how we can get our hand in the game of this crypto. But it's been going on a while. And let's be honest, the real players done already benefited off of it. So by the time they get these regulations and stuff in place, they be done moved on to something else. You know what I'm saying? But the CEO of Beyond Meat, he leaving the ball game. He bite a motherfucker on the nose. I understand you mad. You get a little passionate, a little angry. But how mad you got to be to bite a motherfucker on the nose? And it's just ironic. You the guy that the COO of Beyond Meat. And these are the people that make the supposed to be soy or whatever patties. It's not meat, but it's supposed to taste like meat. But he said, fuck all that. I'm going to meet some human. And then, I ain't going to lie. You bite my motherfucking nose. Oh, bro, you gonna have one of the best fights you ever had in your life. Now, I don't even know how you respond to a motherfucker biting you on the nose. I know one thing, that shit go hurt. But you know, the nose it's got cartilage in it. But I don't know. That probably feel about like getting bit by a baby. You know how a little baby bite your head? That shit hurt like a motherfucker. But I just find that ironic. The Beyond Meat guy bites somebody on the nose. And it was after a ball game in a parking garage. It's crazy. But people like drama, that might help his stock go up. Like, he was like, yo, I support Beyond Meat, so I went Beyond Meat, bit a nose, or some shit like that. You say, I tried it. I don't know. I don't think that shit worked, though. I tried it. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to end with this. And I want to make sure. I want to make sure y'all hear me well. STDs are on the rise. Syphilis, HIV. Man, y'all got to wrap it up, man. If you're going to be out here bucking and chucking, you know what I'm sliding and diving, shooting up the club, protect yourself, man. And same thing with this COVID shit. COVID ain't went nowhere, man. It just ain't been reported. It's still out there. You got monkeypox. Man, it's a crazy world we live in. Be safe, people. Be aware. Be informed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be just getting on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter listening to another motherfucker because you don't know if they misleading you or not. That's one thing I take pride in my podcast. I tell you what, I really don't know, or this is what I think. And I don't mind correction because I don't want to mislead nobody or misinform nobody. That's what you get when you listen to Polo and his POV. You'll get the real deal. Or as far as I know. And I don't mind being corrected or wrong. But you do have people out here, they just want likes and clicks. They don't give a fuck if they telling you the truth or not. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, STDs on the rise, syphilis, HIV. You gotta be like Lil Wayne. What Lil Wayne saying in what's that, Go DJ? Where heaven when you're banging, man, and guard your brain. That's my Lil Wayne right there. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, this has been another episode of Polo's POV. And until next time, be good, be safe, and be sure. See, I had to switch it up on y'all a little bit. Hit me up at MarcoPolo2K at iCloud.com. Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram. And Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. And until next time, be good and be safe. Peace.